First thing to know about us, I got the rap game on lock. You must know that first. Can't nothing nobody fake what we trying to do and what we about to do. Second thing is, we got this game on our level. You understand what I'm saying? This is a few more other niggas we fuck with in this game. Who we gon' fuck with in this game? Man, all them niggas. But regardless, I come to take this game and bring it to me. We gonna be here. Ain't no fly-by-night nigga. Gonna be here 2 years, 3 years. I got this shit.
I mean, when I win the fucking championship, nigga, I'm gonna retire from the fucking game. How you let that? I'm gonna let these
my
little
God,
niggas
what
get
is
out
this?
of
All right, let me explain something as calmly as I can.
Gangsta, gangsta, gangsta.
Let me not yell it so you don't miss the point. See me?
Gangsta greasy.
Calling me a kingpin is kind of an understatement. I mean, I've been hustling this work since you niggas was babies. And then you ask why my trap stay bunking? Well, it's cause I embrace the young hustlers. I invite them to my block and let them get their shit off. Only the quality niggas though. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. I got that quality street music. And I got that free track too. DJ Drama. Baby.
DatPiff.com world premiere.
Once again, it's on. We back. It's your boy, ConeHead, with another episode of Hood Tales with ConeHead. I'm sorry I've been away. Sorry I've been absent. Haven't been really able to take time out to focus on doing my podcast like I should. And apologies to all my fans, listeners, and subscribers. You can check me out on my YouTube channel, Hood Tales with ConeHead, and subscribe and hit the like button. This episode 47, which is amazing because I just started this off as kind of like a hobby and maybe what you want to call like an experiment thing, but I kind of grew to enjoy making these different podcasts and being able to bless some people with information, insight, and to be able to, even vent and get some things off my chest. How I feel about certain subject matters, and even tell, some of my life stories, adventures, and things that I've partaken in over the last 43 years of my life. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank the Most High God for giving me the opportunity to be able to come across your airwaves and be able to bless other people with information, or being able to get a word to someone who might need it. I also like to thank my parents, the Rottweiler and the boss lady. I really appreciate my parents. I love them. I think so highly of them. To see them 38 plus of marriage, unconditional love, happiness, joy, teamwork with making their dream work. Shout out to them. My dad had a heart attack about a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago, and they had to life flight him, and it's a blessing that he's still here, 83 years young, still able to walk, move, have his mind, no crazy dementias or anything of that nature. And my mom's 79 years young, still vibrant, still active, still move around, still able to get out there, walk, You know what I'm saying? She ain't jogging a while, but she out there walking, power walking and stuff. And it's just a blessing to have them here and to have them around. In the midst of that situation, it was really, really hard because, you know, they all I know. Yeah, I have biological parents, but they raised me. So the man that I am today is due to the fact that them grooming, molding, and shaping me to be the man that I am. So I wanted to say thank you, Lord, for them, and I appreciate everything they've done for me all my life, even dealing with my circumstances at this point and this crossroad of my life. I got the title, don't call it a comeback, because, you know, I'm still here. I just haven't been really in I ain't gonna say the mood. I just have so much going on in my personal life. And I'm just ready for things to get better. You know, I'm still fighting that case. We coming up this the weekend before we pick jury on Monday. And the crazy thing is, like, if pushed to trial, you know, I gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at 60 years if found guilty on both charges. And it's amazing how the system can just put you in it and don't want to let you go even when they're wrong and even when they've done things that's not by the law and they break the law to enforce it. And just to see how it's been having a grip on my life personally, financially, even, you know, emotionally, it's just been a draining thing. And I'm just thankful that I still got a peace of mind and a sanity, because it's not easy dealing with this. So, but at the end of the day, you know, he's still here with me. He's still walking me through this fiery furnace like Hebrew boys. And, you know, it's just amazing. Like, when I was reflecting on my life the other day with my brother Alan, we were just sitting on the phone, just chopping it up and just, you know, going over different things, reminiscing, and it just is amazing to see how far all three, me, him, Robbie, and all of us have came as men. And we all ran the streets together. You know, Alan took a path to college. Me and Robbie had our mind dead set on we ain't working for nobody. We was gonna live a high life until we couldn't live it no more. But I'm proud of my brothers. I love them. You know what I'm saying? Them boys keep me grounded. Them boys all know the real authentic me. And the amazing thing is, it's just a blessing to have, you know, boys to men friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, not even friends, they're my brothers, you know. So, you know, I want to send a shout out to them boys. You know, they be supporting the kid even when I was ducked off in the little confinement situation with the jail thing. Them boys was there. They held it down. They kept it 1 million with me. Fuck 1,000. They kept it 1 million with me. So I always told them, when I get these M's, boy, I'm blessing them boys. I'm going to make them boys multi-millionaires as well. I like to give a shout out to them. Don't call it a comeback. It's just basically, you know, I got to look at this weekend as a testimony for next week, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I've accepted the situation as a man. I stood up on my 10. I didn't let what man say control my destiny and control what I stand on and my morals and my beliefs. I just couldn't let them, you know, turn that, because like I had to explain to Alan, I'm like, bro, this shit bigger than Nino Brown. This shit is more on the spiritual, because it's me trusting God, or am I going to listen to what man tell me? Am I going to stand in my faith, or am I going to sit here and let these people trick me out of my position? You know what I'm saying? And I will never do that. I will never turn my back on God. I will never turn my back on the things that was instilled in me, and never change and turn all because of what someone else says. Like, at the end of the day, Tupac said it best: I'd rather die like a man than to live like a coward. A soldier dies, a coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier only dies once. And I've been a soldier. I've been one of God's toughest soldiers. And I'm going to continue to be that for him, no matter what the outcome is next week. I'm standing in my faith, believing that this thing going to get thrown out before we even get to talking about picking a jury. I stand on what I believe. Everybody else might want to speak those things on us, but I'm not even going to hold that on them. I'm going to forgive them now and forever hold a peace, and I'm just going to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like my Cody, he's still hanging in there, you know. Shout out to him. You know, we built a brother relationship over the years, and we both find ourselves in a situation where we can be removed out of our family life, not just kids, mothers, fathers, grandparents, things of that nature. So, you know, shout out to him. Stand on his 10. He had opportunities to, you know, save himself. He had opportunities to get out of the situation, and he could have done that, but he stood on his 10. You know, everybody has their opinion about things, but at the end of the day, you know, that's my brother. Love him. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we had some great times. We had some things that, you know, that's monumental. We opened some businesses that, you know, we ran, and we actually had success in those things. But, you know, now it's time for us to, you know, do things that we want to do ourselves, and, you know, still support each other, but more or less like, you know, he's got to, you know, set himself up for his future. I got to set myself up for mine. And, you know, it's going to always be a brotherhood. It's going to always be brother and family. You know what I'm saying? His mom is my mom, his mom, my dad, his dad, my dad. And that's just how that is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a blessing to be able to have these type of people in your lives. Shout out to Heart of the Streets. Free that boy. Shout out to Big. Free him. You know, shout out to Twin. Free him. You know what I'm saying? I got some other brothers that's doing time and locked up and everything like that. And, you know, we can't forget about those that are not around. You know, they got family, they got children, they got people that love them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a blessing to know. And to know that, you know, these people impacted mine, I've impacted theirs. And we just have a mutual love, respect, and appreciation for one another. And, I mean, I got to get back on my shit once I get this case over with. So y'all will be hearing more of more content, more things that I can speak on. You know, I got a lot to say about this abortion shit. I got a lot to say about relationships. I got a lot to say about even marriages, divorces, and things of that nature that gotta be up and coming soon. But, I mean, I'm thankful for everybody who supported this podcast, even though it's not consistently ran right like I should. Like I say, I've been dealing with so much, from my children to, you know, this case to, you know, the situation with the little gig I was working. You know, it's like you take 10 steps forward and you get knocked about 36, 37 steps backwards. And that's just, you know, the situation. But I can say that I'm thankful for even those opportunity to be able to get out here and, you know, do some things and help out and be a, you know, positive influence on my children. You know, I've been dealing with that too, because I haven't heard from my kids, and it's just one of those things, like, you know, it's a bothersome thing, because, you know, I want to be better for my children. I want to be a better version of myself for them. And I want them to see that no matter what, I'm always here for them and I love them. But, you know, I got two older ones that are adults. And so I had to remember when it was a time when I was out trying to find myself and find out who I was. So I hit the streets, I took off running, and I didn't look back. And, times I didn't talk to my parents for weeks, sometimes months. And, they'll have to call me and say, hey, what's going on with you? You alive? You know what I'm saying? So I had to understand, my younger ones, that's different, I try to, keep in contact with them as much as possible. They still young, they still learning, they still growing and understanding things about life. So I, just gotta do better. That's all. I'm not gonna allow, I'm not gonna allow the differences between me and their moms change my relationship with my children. Because it's not about our relationship, it's about me and my children's relationship. You be careful who you lay up with. You be careful who you end up getting raped by. Sometimes shit happens. Sometimes you don't want the pussy. Sometimes you just want to be cool. And sometimes you got these she-males out here. They animals. They want to eat you. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful, man, who you procreate with. Because you got to understand that's a lifetime you're going to deal with them people. You ain't got to be with them to deal with them. You're going to deal with them. Even when your children get grown, you still going to have to communicate if something happens. Or if it's something important in your child's life, even as an adult. You're going to still have to have a conversation or two with the other party. So, sometimes you take the high road. You just have to let some of that bullshit roll off your back like a duck. You know what I'm saying? Like water roll off a duck back. You just got to do that shit. It's just how that go. But I'm just thankful. It might not sound like it, but I am. I'm happy. Might not sound like it, but I am. Might not be where I want to be in life. I'm not. I believe I would be way farther ahead in life. I had some things written out for my life almost 10 years ago. And I'm getting closer to that age. And I'm just like, man, it seems like I haven't even got close to even starting. But I've started because taking the first step is the start point. So I always remember when you take that first step, that leads to the second. You just got to keep pushing. You got to keep going. You got to keep telling yourself you're going to get there. You're going to get there. Yeah, it might not look like it at the moment. It might be hard to, to decipher the two. But you're going to get there. Everybody stand on their 10 and believe. Amen. Put God in it. Keep him first. I've been trying to figure things out with my life. I try to figure things out with this case, and it's just like I keep taking it back from God instead of just leaving it in his hands. And that's one of my biggest problems lately, because I understand what's going on, and I see the BS and the fuck shit that they're doing, and it's like it angers me. And I think he's trying to get me to get a control of my anger and help me understand, son, stop fighting with me. Fight with me. Don't fight against me. Stand where you at and just let me show you that I'm still here with you. I was there with you them 2 years. You was falsely sitting in a jail cell. I've been there with you when you sat at night and prayed to me. I was there with you when you was born and the state had to take you, and you went into that foster home, and I didn't let nothing as far as sexually abuse happen to you, which could have happened, but I had kept a hand over you and your brother to where y'all only had to go through certain mental, physical, and verbal abuse. And he was there with me when he gave me a blessing, and he gave me a blessing out of this world when I ran across my mother for the first time, and I was going on 4.5 years old, and she washed my mouth out with soap because I called the little girl a bitch. And so, I had to remember and understand that the Most High God been with me all my life. And it's not going to come this far to send me to nobody penitentiary, to send me to nobody jail cell, and definitely not to put me on nobody probation. I've done all the time I'm going to do. And I believe that. I claim it, believe it, receive it in Jesus' name. That's it. Them 2 years I sat there, that's them 2 years I sat, and that's it. I ain't doing nothing else. I don't care if they try to finesse us to trial or anything. Not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. And that's going to be the verdicts if they want to take it there. But in my heart of hearts, I believe God done work this thing out. Well, we ain't even picking those jurors. Yeah, we might go, and yeah, they might make it look like, okay, hey, this is what it is. But I'm speaking it into existence that this is over. I don't care how they try to finesse it. It's over. The Lord don't want. That's just it. Bottom line. He always get the victory. I'm not even putting it in the enemy's hand. The enemy will not even be spoken of. Because the God I serve already. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, just don't call it a comeback. Just keep your faith. Keep pushing. Keep striving for what you want to do. Keep asking God, hey, show me, Lord, what I need to do. Show me the things that I need to do to make this situation better. God, show me what I can do to be a blessing to someone else's life. And that's all it's really about, helping these people. When you see a homeless person, don't look at it like, oh, they can get a job, or, oh, I could, just give a little something. Penny is better than giving nothing, because you never know who you might be entertaining in the midst of them asking for that. Yeah, you got scammers. Yeah, you got finessers out there. That's just the world. But even if you give it to them, you still going to get blessed, because he going to look out for you, because you trying to look out for his people. Even if the people that they claiming to be in a bad situation, really not in a bad situation. He know how to deal and handle them in their due time. You just got to let God handle them. Don't focus on, oh, well, they feel like they got over me. Nah, they didn't. They got over them themselves, because God know your heart. God knows everything about you. So don't give up on God, because he won't give up on you, because he's able to do anything. Man, I wouldn't be sitting here on this podcast, man, if it wasn't for the faith in him and believing in him. I wouldn't have met some of the great people that I met, even though I was incarcerated. I wouldn't have met some of the most dopest people that I met in jail. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, don't lose your sight on what you want to do in life. Don't let nobody tell you you're not able to do anything. Don't believe when people feel like they don't believe. Like, it's not for them to believe. Sometimes you have to keep your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, things that you want out of life. You have to keep it to yourself sometimes. So you have dream killers. You have people that'll sit right around there that say they love you, and will look you in your face and not believe in your dreams and believe in what you say. And so sometimes you have to be like, you from Missouri. You got to show me. So we just show them. You know what I'm saying? Don't have no fear. Be fearless. Because that's a spirit, and God hasn't given us a spirit of fear. He given us a power, love, and a sound mind. And just always remember that fear is just false evidence appearing real. That's it. It's not real. And like a lot of fear cripple people, that's why they don't go after what they want. And that's why they don't achieve the things they want to achieve. But then they'll look at you trying, and they'll try to discourage you and tell you, oh, you ain't going to make it, or you daydreaming, or you just a dreamer. But that's what you're supposed to do. He gave you dreams for a reason. He wants you to be a dreamer for a reason. He wants you to show the world that, hey, your faith and what I put in your mind, and you spoke it. Look, we spoke everything into existence. Power, life and death is in the power of the tongue. And you got to watch what you say about yourself. You got to watch what you say about other people. And you got to watch what you say about the things that you try to do. If you say negative going to be around. If you say positive going to be around. So always remember, man, just keep the faith, man. Keep the faith. Yeah, so don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Like LL Cool J say, Mama gonna knock you out. Dre gonna knock you out. Oh, trust me. And Dre gonna knock this shit out the park. In this case, Dre gonna get back right. Dre gonna do his thing. He gonna make sure that the people who was here with him when he went through all this fuckery, all this bullshit, them nights he had to cry, cause he's like, man, what's going on? He gonna remember them that kept him balanced. He gonna remember those who gave words of encouragement, prayed with him, stayed by him, kept him uplifted, even when he was going through a lot of disappointment. That they continued to just keep him uplifted and keep continuing to show him that, man, it's good people in this world amongst all this fuckery, fakery, and motherfucking deception and deceit shit. It's great people out there, not just good, great. I've ran across a lot of great people in my life, and those who know, they know. You mean the world to me. I'm appreciative of everything that y'all told me, showed me, taught me. I appreciate it. It's always a good thing. Just continue to do your best and pray and ask God to keep bringing like-minded people around you. People that want things out of life. People that want to see growth. People that want to prosper. People that want to have abundance. They not content with what they at and what they're doing. They want to strive for more. They can see themselves living a life that they might not have ever thought they could. They can see what's going on and what they want for their future, and they go after it, no matter what's said, positive or negative. You know what I'm saying? So just continue to just push, man. Just push it. I'm doing my best to stand on my 10 and push it. Yeah. Am I afraid? I'm not afraid, but I know the reality. If things do go another way, I know this. It could be, you know what I'm saying, a situation that I wouldn't want to be in, but I'm not gonna be in, because I'm not even gonna speak that. I'm not even going to accept that. I'm going to rebuke it and bind it in the name of Jesus. I'm going to let it get behind me, and I'm going to rebuke it and bind it in the name of Jesus once more. So just know that everybody who's been in my corner, I truly, greatly appreciate it. Everybody who supported me, no matter what I've been trying to do. Even when things didn't work out and they didn't fall in place like I needed it to, or I expected or intended to. I appreciate it. Shout out to my nephew Don, you know what I'm saying? Don P, a.k.a. Butterscotch nephew, you feel me? That nigga butterscotches, you feel me? That's my love. I love my nephew, man. Nephew hold it down. He keep it G. He 100. Brick living, you feel me? Solid as a rock. Foundation is strong. And you gotta have a strong foundation to build you a house. But see, I ain't just building a house. I'm building a motherfucking mansion and a condo. Cause that's how I'm gonna be living. Watch and see. This podcast gonna take off. I'm gonna take off. My financials gonna take off. My business ventures gonna take off. And we gonna be in this bitch stunting. And I said this all day today. They gonna hate me when I get my millions. Because I ain't gonna put it in their face. But they gonna see it. Trust and believe. I ain't gonna get no social media and do the flex, nothing. I'm just gonna have it. Because the Lord, my God, gonna bless me with it in Jesus' mighty name, I pray. So, with that being said, man, I want to thank you for taking time out to listen to my podcast. And trust and believe, Lord's will, I'm going to have more content. I'm going to have more things in store. I'm going to have everything that you can think of. Appreciate it. I'm going to have everything that I want and need and desire. Everything. Nothing is going to be off limits to me, because I stand and believe and know that with God, all things are possible. Nothing is off limits. So if you believe you can have it, You see it, believe it, claim it, receive it. That's all you gotta do. And with that being said, man, y'all have a blessed evening. Good morning to those. Good night to others. This ConeHead with another episode of Hood Tales of ConeHead. God bless y'all.
The hustle continues. Oh no.
I say I gotta keep my head above water. I've been going hard, gotta go a little harder. I've been thinking smart, gotta think a little smarter. All I know is hustle, get that shit regardless. I said I gotta keep my head above water. Catch me in the kitchen, I be whipping with the water. Family over niggas, blood thicker than water. All I know is hustle, get that shit regardless. Remember I was trying to stay afloat, now I'm out here making dough, let's make a toast. I'm the youngest nigga with the greatest flow. Yo, they wasn't around when I needed help. Trying not to drown, now I feel like Michael Phelps. Made myself a boss, y'all niggas on that dumb shit. Young shit, like he paralyzed, he don't run shit. Dumb prick, if we go broke, we gon' hunt shit with guns and shit. Round with billionaires in the trunk and shit. You was laid up, I stayed up. Count cake up, bagging weight up. I fronted niggas, time to pay up. I need it pronto, my gun's fully auto. I'm something like Picasso, how I paint pictures. I done touched 6 figures, I'm the same nigga. And when you touch 7, watch out for these hating niggas. It's real, young baby. Flow of the century, still never leave my brothers, there will never be another. I say I gotta keep my head above water. I've been going hard, gotta go a little harder. I've been thinking smart, gotta think a little smarter. All I know is hustle, get that shit regardless. I said I gotta keep my head above water. Catch me in the kitchen, I be whipping with the water. Family over niggas, blood thicker than water. All I know is hustle, get that shit regardless.
Yo, gotta keep my head above water. Twins on the way, one son and one daughter. 25 to life, they hit my nigga with a quarter. Every time he see the sergeant, he wanna slaughter. Gang don't stop, a nigga still taking orders. Put it on the block soon as it come across the border. Guns everywhere, you think a nigga was a hoarder. I leave you with a wheelchair, cane or walker. Dealing with the slick talk, pain and the torture. Show up at your funeral, I came to support you. Tell them what to do to you, I am the enforcer. All I do is keep it straight, I will never cross you. Only fuck with 911 when I'm in the Porsche. I be talking drug shit, sorry if I lost you. CSI, first 48, law and order. Catch me in the kitchen, I be whipping with the water.
I say I gotta keep my head above water. I've been going hard, gotta go a little harder. I've been thinking smart, gotta think a little smarter. All I know is hustle, get that shit regardless. I said I gotta keep my head above water. Catch me in the kitchen, I be whipping with the water. Family over niggas, blood thicker than